Bloomberg has learned that Pichai told employees that the plans are exploratory and in the early stages. This according to two people familiar with the meeting, and according to a transcript of the meeting obtained by Bloomberg. Pichai said, "Our stated mission is to organize the world's information. China is 1/5 of the world's population. I think if we were to do our mission well, we have to seriously think about how we do more in China." Here to tell us more, our Bloomberg tech editor, Alistair Barr, and co-founder Sergey Brin was also at this meeting, backing all of this up. And Sergey was one of the two people who really made the decision in 2010 to pull out of China. They're not backing down, and they're saying that these exploratory explorations will continue.
I thought it was really telling that Sergey was there. If he hadn't been there, I think there would have been, more backlash there would have been more backlash today from employees. He was the one originally who led it on complaints about censorship. He even compared China to the totalitarian regime in Russia, where his parents were from. And so the fact that he's now standing up and supporting this move is a really, really big change.
But why the about face? I mean, China is just as big as it was in 2010.
It's a lot bigger, and now it's the biggest internet market in the world.
But it was always going to be big.
Yeah. I think a lot of people, with hindsight, at Google and former Googlers, would say that it was a pretty major strategic mistake to leave. China would have gone on probably doing what it wanted to do anyway, and it has done that. And maybe it would have been better to stay in the country and try and influence things from inside. And certainly from a financial perspective, Sundar Pichai is a much more pragmatic leader than the leaders before. From a financial perspective, it's been terrible for Google.
Obviously. This letter obtained by the New York Times that was signed by many employees. "We urgently need more transparency, a seat at the table, a commitment to clear and open processes. Google employees need to know what we're building." Talk to us a little bit about the reaction to this meeting so far. I know that the comments started leaking out almost immediately, and that someone at the meeting actually said we need to change the topic because journalists are already getting a hold of what we're talking about here. But that's no surprise.
I mean, it's certainly unusual that an internal meeting at Google was publicized so quickly. Google's very open, and Google's relationship with its employees is special and different from most companies. That they basically spend a lot of time trying to recruit the best people and treat them amazingly well, and they give them a lot of power. And that's basically made Google what it is. Now it's in a situation where employees want more of a say, and in an American corporation, generally employees don't have a say in what management wants to do, and it gets very, very complicated in a company with 85,000 people if 1,400 people get to say what the company wants to do. So it's a really difficult balancing act for Google, but I think to me it's another example of Sundar Pichai's Google versus Larry and Sergey's Google. Sundar is mostly all about business, and he's pretty pragmatic, and I think he's probably just going to push ahead and hopefully try and do this.